Hello, my name is Joe, and welcome to another edition of Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming Channel, where I'm here in Elder Scrolls Online. And I'm having fun playing through the story of ESO with my special little character here, Fluffy No Pants. She is going through all the stories of ESO, and so she's just gotten out of the tutorial area and begun her journey here on Strassum Kai. But we're going to take a quick break. And the first thing I'd like to do is that since this was recorded during the Blackwood chapter, I'm going to go get her some companions. So we're going to skip out to Blackwood, grab the companions, come back, and then start questing in Strassum Kai. And this is to kind of follow all the ESO story. So I'm starting here in the base game, and with the exception that I'm going and grabbing companions from Blackwood, and so that they will journey with me throughout the storyline. We're going to grab both the companions. We'll start with Muri first, and then pick up Bastion, and then return here to continue questing. Oh, also a little housekeeping thing. Let's see, we need to get her a mount. Well, fortunately, I have a few to choose from. Matter of fact, there's one in particular, the Queen's Claw Centrot, that I think would be nice with her. And let's also get her a non-combat pet. Let's give her a little kitty. Or actually, you know what? I have one that hasn't been out anywhere. Here we go. I picked up this pet recently, but this pet hasn't been around with anyone as yet. So I thought I'd go ahead and bring him along. There we go. So let's see about getting some companions, and then we'll come back to Strassum Kai. Let's see. Here we go. I knew that there was a shrine around here someplace. So since we have the Blackwood chapter unlocked, we should be able to go to Blackwood with no problems. There we go.
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
I'm going to ignore all the NPCs here, because I'm just here to get a companion. So I'm not going to be brought into anybody's other quests. Oh, you know what? Something else. Let's call an ally. Our banker.
Hello there.
Since we're out in the world and questing, let's see if there's any goodies that we can pick up. Well, we have Bewitched Sugar Skulls, so that will give us a little boost here and there, but... this is what I was looking for. Crown Experience Scrolls. So this way, while I am questing, we can get additional XP. Alright, let me tell the banker to get lost. Okay, and that was an add-on called Grubmaster, where I said consume Bewitched Sugar Skulls automatically. So whenever my character's food buff has gone down, the add-on will have her consume another to keep my buffs up. Oh, and if you're curious as to why I picked these, notice that it increases maximum health by 6,000, magicka by 6,500, health recovery by 509, for 2 hours, so these are pretty handy for leveling. These were given to me by a
I
guildmate.
must know where you got that outfit. No, that would be foolish in these circumstances, as I am pressed for time. Perhaps you can offer me some advice instead?
You like my fashionable towel? Oh, here's a merchant. I could have summoned my own merchant, but
Yes, this one has wares to sell. Though if you wish to sell your own wares, I might just be interested.
I prefer talking to a Khajiit merchant. So, you know what? I've got some junk to sell. You can relieve me of. All that stuff is trash to me. Don't care about this. I should look in this strong box. It's probably full of junk too. Well, I could learn these things, so I'll go ahead and hold on to this. Oh, actually I could use this. Never mind. Alright, so she'll put on some pants. I know it seems a little contradictory being that her name is Fluffy No Pants, but whoops, I forgot to charge my keyboard. Here, let me just plug it in real quick. I'm using a wireless keyboard. There we go. Power restored. And since I'm going by here, I might as well pick up the shrine. That way, whenever we eventually get to Blackwood, she will have this shrine already unlocked. Oh, it's way up there. Okay, so shrine discovered. You know, something I should have done before I left, actually we can go ahead and do it now, is daily writing training. So I can get her started on that. As you can see, her mount is very slow. She's a new character. And the nice thing about this way shrine is that it dumps you out right near the writing
The
trainer.
Ivory Brigade has need of you.
Okay, we're going to need that banker again.
May I be of service?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I need some gold. Oh, and that's just the right amount, as a matter of fact. I'll take all of it. So now she'll be able to get her daily writing training, as well as maybe pick up some more bag space. We'll worry about the bag merchant later. You'll notice that I just spoke to the NPC briefly, and it indicates that I trained for speed. I'm using an add-on called Dulgaban's Lazy Horse Trainer, and it automatically clicks through the menus and chooses training
The Ivory Brigade
based on
has
what you
need of
need.
you.
And it does it in an order of precedence. It'll go speed, capacity, and then finally stamina. So if you're lacking anything for speed, it'll train for speed. If you're lacking anything for capacity, but you're maxed out on speed, then it'll do capacity, and then finally stamina. This is actually the same order that I used to train my characters manually, but this way I don't have to click through the menus. It's a really good add-on if you've never used it before. As a low-level character, you get a leisurely view of ESO as you romp through the countryside, and everything goes by very slowly. It'll be a while before she is trained up to maximum. Since you get only one writing training lesson per day, and you can have a total of 60 for each of the 3 categories, Basically, it takes 6 months in order to max out a character, unless you buy the lessons from the Crown Store. In which case, you can be maxed out in a day, if you really wanted to. But I'm patient and cheap, so I will just go ahead and get 1 lesson per day. I just have to remember to log in and click it. Usually it takes me 7 months to get my 6 months worth of writing training, or maybe longer. Okay, here is our next way shrine that I'm picking up along the way. Oh, good, and that takes us to level 4, which means it is time to talk to our banker again.
How can I help you?
In order to help my character out, I made a set of gear for her, but she had to be level 4 in order to take advantage of it. So let's see if I can find it. It should be in here. Level 26. Ah, here we go, level 4. So level 4. I forgot if I have any. I should have some gear for her. Either that or maybe it's still in the mail. Let's take a look. Oh, got some raw materials to put away. Oh, and no, that's not it. This guy has to have it. Well, here, let's see what we have so far. All right, so we have some shoulders, a hat, a robe, finally have a belt. We have a robe and a shirt. Now, they have the same stats, but they are different sets of gear. What are we missing? We're missing gloves and pants, and of course jewelry and a weapon.
Greetings. Let's do some business.
Okay, I'm sure you've got something here for me. So I was pretty sure that I had set aside some gear for her. Oh, here it is. Level 4. Cold Harbor's favorite amulet. And there should be a corresponding staff. Level 4. Which is lightning. Making sure that it's replacing the right ring. Okay, so we get the 5 set bonus. Okay, this way, let's see, we have a 2 set bonus here. We have 3 here. I have a feeling we are... So we should be looking for gloves and pants of the seducer.
Speak with me a moment.
In fact, let's look for light armor specifically. Breeches of the seducer, level 4, here it is. And gloves of the seducer, level 4. Okay, there we go. I think we found our sets. I had a feeling they were mixed in there somewhere. Ta-da! Superior attire. So achievement unlocked. So now, although the innate axiom is only 2 pieces, which is the hat and, well, I forgot which other one. Oh, and the epaulettes. The seducer is a full set of 5. So I get the 5 set bonus there, and I get a full set of 5 for Cold Harbor's favorite. And these are all crafted sets. So I get the benefit of them at level 4. Plus, oh, you'll notice that I stacked the training trait on all of these. So she gets XP bonuses from everything. See how it says 7% here. Let's see. Well, this one's arcane. Let's see. Here we go. 9%, 9%, 9%, 9, 9, 9, 9. It adds up. So she'll get quite a bit of extra XP on our little quest. Now the XP bonuses are from kills, so I'm encouraged to kill as many things as possible. Now the scroll that is currently on my character, and you can see the timer in the upper left-hand corner, is gives you additional XP, I believe, from all sources. So that could be questing, turn-ins, exploration, kills, basically anything that awards XP. However, the gear awards specifically XP for kills. So I'm encouraged to basically go on a little rampage here. Oh, and here let's claim our level 4 rewards. Oh yeah, it's trying to give me gear, but their gear is junk. The stuff that I crafted for myself is far superior. Oh, and we get some skill points. Let's see. Now that we have the option, let's go ahead and grab a Destruction Staff skill. I love Wall of Elements. And Living Death in the form of Render Flesh. So now we have a self-heal, which is really handy when you're questing around by yourself. Oh, and I see another shrine up ahead. So we'll get XP for everything just for discovering the shrine. Come on, go, mush! Alright, there we go. So we have that shrine picked up. And here, let's see. Now, we'd already unlocked these companions on other characters, so we're just doing it here. And so see how it says, you must complete the quest Shattered and Scattered before you can summon this companion. And if we look on our map, we can see that that quest begins here. Now, if I hadn't already gotten this companion, I would have found a scroll in the road that would allow me to start it. But because I've done it before on other characters, I can go straight here and start the quest.
My orders are to observe the ruin, not help you mount a suicidal rescue mission.
Then you can observe me kicking every fetching cultist's ass standing between me and my little brother. Who are you? Another of these useless lay-in layabouts? No, you're an adventurer like me. Don't tell me, Zagira roped you into this mess too.
No? What's the trouble?
My little brother and I answered a job posting seeking adventurers to help explore a newly discovered ruin, only once the expedition got underway and we were all split up, our employers turned on us. I barely got away.
What's your plan now?
Free my little brother and the others before something terrible befalls them? I don't know if I can do this on my own, but I have to try. Can I count on your help? Or were all the questions just morbid curiosity? I can pay if I have to.
Well, since you mentioned money, I'll help you with a rescue.
There were 5, in addition to me, who got duped into this. My brother, Liam, Iolaf, a Nord warrior, Ardia, a High Elf researcher, Dijos, an Argonian scout, and Garlor, a Wood Elf adventurer. Other than my brother, I don't know a lot about them.
What do you know about the ones who tried to take you captive?
Not much. Zagira, the woman who hired us, was charming. I didn't buy her story that her expedition was for study, but she paid half our fee up front. I figured they were just treasure hunters looking for plunder. We had no idea they were a cult.
And when did you realize?
About the time they said, "Don't kill her, we need her for the ritual," while trying to wrestle me to the ground. Probably saved my life, though. I fought twice as hard knowing they were taking it easy on me. No one else escaped that I know of. We didn't get far with our expedition before things went sour, but the ruin was in pretty bad shape. You'll need a grapple bow to get anywhere quickly. Fortunately, I have a spare. They're simple enough to use if you've never tried one.
Well, I meant to say I'm ready when you are. I want to ask you some questions.
All right, but remember, you already agreed to help me. It'd be rude to back out now. But seriously, I need your help. Please don't change your mind.
Well, tell me about this ruin.
It's Daedric in origin. Our employer claimed it was recently uncovered, but I have a hard time believing no one noticed until now. And despite its condition, it doesn't seem that old. Barely any overgrowth at all. None of it makes any sense.
You're saying this is a new construction?
100 years old at most. I couldn't tell you who built it or how it came to be demolished, though. I didn't get much time to study it before those fetching cultists tried to throw a sack over my head and drag me off.
How do I use this grapple bow you gave me?
Just line up your sights with a suitable anchor point, release the bolt, and get ready to fly. Don't worry, they're pretty much designed to do all the work. The worst you'll have to worry about is underestimating the pull and spraining your neck.
All right, in we go, and we'll see whether or not we can save her brother.
We need to reach the base camp, but be careful. I saw a lot more cultists during my escape than the ones who led me here.
Oh, you know what? One thing I'm going to change is we're going to move that ability over there. Other than that, everything else should be fine. Let's see. Oh, and I see that there are books to read here. I love reading all the books. So, you never know when you might get a new ability. Just like in the real world, there is no knowledge that is not power. Okay, I guess they don't appreciate me borrowing things from their library. Well, you know what? I get XP bonuses for killing them. No reason to spare any of them. We'll make a clean sweep. No survivors. Oh, there's more books back here. Fantabulous. I want to make sure to read them all. Oh, I must have missed these. Oh, there we go. Lore book discovered, huh? I should join the Mages Guild so that I get credit for those. Now, one of the nice things is that even if you discover a lore book while you're not in the Mages Guild, it will still count towards Mages Guild rep once you do join.
Move!
Don't sit down, loot them. Good grief, I guess she's tired already. Fire's a buff for me. Oh, still alive. Well, now you're not. Oh, but you are. Okay, let's see. Just making sure we don't miss any books here. You never know what you might find on the shelf. One thing I've always wondered about ESO, and I don't know the answer to this myself, is whether or not the skills and whether lore actions that the books give you is random, or are they placed? That I'm not sure. I assume that they're random, but I could be wrong. I've never seen a definitive guide indicating where all the books that give skills are, so... Oh, caught me there. Alright, did I read these already? Yeah, I think I did. But just in case. And then there should be some more.
That's not our sky. It wasn't like this before. We should hurry. The bridge is out, but that support looks sturdy enough for the grapple bow.
Okay, and away we go.
That's Yoloth, one of the other adventurers Zagira duped with this setup. They've got him strung up like a new life pony guar. Survey stone's my ashy arse. That's a sacrifice if I've ever seen one. We've got to do something.
Survey stone?
Zagira had us escorting her scholars around the area to place those so-called survey stones. Supposedly, they would get the layout of this place in an instant. Bunch of guardung, clearly. It's sucking the life out of him.
Can we destroy it?
I damn well plan to try. It'll be dangerous, though. For Iolaf, most of all. That ritual is already feeding off of him somehow. The sudden shock of destroying the stone might kill him. We could try weakening the ritual before ending it entirely.
How do we do that?
That array by Yolaf seems to be the heart of the ritual, but the magic is being drawn to another focal point nearby. Destroying that might lighten the load on Yolaf, and the backlash of ending the ritual by force. It's the best chance of saving him.
Understood. Let's go.
We need to stop that ritual, the sooner the better, but Yolaf's chances of surviving go up exponentially if we try picking it apart carefully, instead of smashing the central array right at the start. The grapple bow should help us search around.
And how do you know all this anyways?
I don't know it. I'm making an educated guess. Daedrology is my main field of study, though I tend to avoid getting caught up in their worship and rituals. Mostly, I'm fascinated why anyone would join these fetching cults in the first place.
Why study Daedra if you don't really care for them?
I took an interest in the anticipations of the Tribunal and my ancestors' worship of them before the three rose to godhood. Dark elves aren't the only ones who revere Daedra alongside divines, but now's not the time for a philosophical discussion.
Okay. Well, let's see. How about right here?
The foothold is nearly complete.
Oh, that must be Zagira.
Zagira!
Ooh, I like how she gets around. Her own little portal system.
That did it! The ritual's weakened!
Okay, just had to see what he had to loot.
Olaf! Follow me, quickly!
You don't have to tell me twice.
Alright, let's get out of here. So let's see what Yolov has to say about what was going on out there.
Thanks mightily for getting me out of there. I don't know how much longer I could have lasted.
What was it they were doing to you?
Trying to pitch me into Orky's gnarled teeth. Or Dagon's, rather. Felt like all the air was sucked out of my lungs. Would have killed me if you hadn't come along. Was it always this hot in here?
Do you know why they were trying to sacrifice you?
I'm just hired muscle. I don't meddle with magic. They were talking, though, about positioning the other stones. They sent each of us as an escort, split us up. If they got the better of me, I'm sure the others are in just as much trouble now.
Will you be alright?
Haven't felt this bad since I nearly drowned in the sea of ghosts. But I can feel my strength coming back. I think I'll be good enough to move once I've caught my breath. I'll be fine. Help the others while there's still time.
It worked! Sorry if that sounds too much like surprise, but I couldn't be sure if that would be enough to save Olaf's life until we tried it. If the cult is doing this to the others, we should be able to free them too, if we're careful.
Any idea what it was they were doing to Yolov?
It was definitely a Daedric ritual, but not your typical sacrifice. Offerings to the princes are usually quick and brutal. This was much more purposeful. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish, but they were using Olaf's soul to power it.
Do you know where the others were taken?
The Swits didn't tell us much of their plans before stabbing us in the back, but I've got a rough idea where they were taking the other stones. If we head out the other side of these corridors, we should be on the right path.
Let's keep moving then. Alright, so let's see what we see in this strange land, which is not where we used to be. As if the tower connects to somewhere else. Oh, hello. No need to get up. Oh, that didn't feel good. But here, let's go ahead and level up. Great, we gained Khajiit skills. So these are the racial skills that will allow our character to level up her racial abilities, one of which is robustness. So greater health and magicka recovery, which will very much come in handy as we adventure around. And let's see. Increased magicka recovery for each piece of light armor equipped. Look, I can get a 14% bonus just by speccing into that, so I'll definitely take that. The skills advisor wants to help us here and has various different things that it can choose, like the Deathbringer, the Baleful Summoner, the Necromancer Initiate, the Undying Warrior, the Healer. This really comes in handy, but I'm going to go ahead and turn off the skills advisor because I already know what I want my character to be and do. She'll be all about the magicka. Okay, no books to read here. But I can still get a little XP dispatching these bad people. Nobody over here. Well, I'll just help myself to what's in the basket.
This foothold must be secure so the invasion
Ah, these guys didn't drop anything. Bit of a pushover. Alright, I'll stop and fight with you guys. After all, it helps to get me a little XP from kills. Oh! Want to make sure to read all the books in the room here. Whoops, I guess we're not done. But he is. Oh, hello. Always did like Daedros. The Daedros always kind of reminded me of a creature that was in an old television series called The Night Stalker, where he discovers this kind of alligator-headed creature that lives deep underground where they've been mining, and I guess someone took the creature's eggs, and so the creature starts killing people, trying to get its eggs back.
Hold on. I recognize that journal. It belonged to Ardia.
Actually, come to think of it, that Night Stalker episode is probably a ripoff of an original Star Trek series episode called Devil in the Dark. It's very famous. Oh, whoops, I didn't read the journal. Ah, shoot, I was going to read it out loud. Okay, well, basically the journal says that they came down here and things happened, and now they're running for their lives, and oh no, they're coming, they're coming.
Well, I'll be. Ardia actually made a break for it. She's the last one I'd have expected to escape. 2 left feet, that one. Much as I'd like to believe she made it out, somehow I doubt it.
You think she was caught?
Honestly, I'm impressed she made it this far, but my gut tells me she's still here. I think we should keep looking for the rest of those sacrificial stones. Whoever's still bound up in the cult's rituals is in the greatest danger.
Understood.
It's getting to the point that I hardly recognize this place. It's like the sky is on fire and everything's scorched. Did the cult come here just to destroy this place? That hardly makes any sense, but Daedra worship too often doesn't.
I feel like I'm in New Jersey. Maybe destruction isn't the point.
It's possible this is all just a side effect of the ritual, not its intent. Who knows? Maybe their magic isn't just feeding on the souls of those they've captured, but everything here. All the more reason to stop them, quickly.
Alright, let's see.
Lava? And look, those trees! The shifting is more drastic here.
Okay, let's see where we have to go. Yeah, this is definitely a happy place. Lots of happy little critters. As a matter of fact, let's say hello. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Whoops. Wow. I gotta need a breath mint. Oh, I see a grapple point here. Yoink.
Looks like they caught Ardia after all. We need to free her. We need to free Ardia from that ritual before it drains her soul completely, even if it kills her. Still, we should look for focal crystals nearby that are drawing power from her. Destroying them is the only way to save her life and her soul.
What do you mean, even if it kills her?
I mean, stopping the ritual prematurely might kill her, but there are fates worse than death. If her soul is drained entirely from her body, it won't be left to the mercy of the divines. It'll probably wind up in the clutches of oblivion.
You came back, Mary. I look forward to reuniting you with your brother.
Ah, that's Zagira. Laugh a minute. Whoops. Oh, hello.
That helped, but there's still something drawing power from the ritual. Let's keep looking.
Ah, maybe it's this crystal over here.
That's done it. Now, destroy the array.
Okay, great. Well, took care of all of those bad people. Now, Ardia looks like she's having a good old time.
Come on, Ardia. Watch your step.
Sorry to cut it short.
I'm just a little unsteady.
Okay, let's see what Ardia's been up to.
Normally, I love new experiences. It's why I got into exploring. Not that one. Never, ever again.
We found your journal.
Oh, I thought I'd never see that again. Thank you. I have a great deal to add to it now. I think it's good to record all you can, good and bad. It forces you to think about what you've seen and done. Makes you more mindful of how events shape you.
Did you learn something that we might find helpful?
Zagira was yelling at her followers about jeopardizing the foothold when I was trying to escape. I don't quite get what she meant, but I think they're turning this place into their stronghold. And I saw Zagira when they caught me. The real Zagira.
What do you mean, the real Zagira?
Among her followers, she dropped the mask she'd been wearing. She's a Daedra. These cultists are the usual misguided fools dabbling with things they don't really understand. They're true believers. I'll never forget how they howled for her adulation.
Oh, wonderful. Nothing more wonderful than a true believer.
It looks like Ardia will be all right. Hopefully she can make a successful escape this time.
How many more of these rituals do you think there are?
I can't be certain, but Dijo, Scarlor, and my little brother Liam are still missing. We have to assume they've been captured and bound like the other two. We need to stop these rituals, and not just for their sakes.
What do you mean?
I have a theory about the purpose of these rituals. The changes to the land, the sky, the blasted heat. I think this place is being overtaken by another plane. If I had to guess, I'd say it's becoming the Deadlands.
How is that possible?
I think this ruin isn't actually part of Nirn. More like a piece of our world bottled up, and the cult is trying to fill the bottle from another source.
All the more reason to stop these rituals. Okay, well, let's look fashionable as we go to kill bad people. By the way, if you're just joining me on Twitch, hi, my name is Joe, and welcome to another edition of Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming channel, where I'm having fun in Elder Scrolls Online, and I'm going through the story of ESO, and currently I'm here in the Blackwood chapter area as I try to get my own companion, in this case, Miri. However, you have to do Miri's quest in order to get her to join you, even if you've done it before on another character in your account. So that's what we're doing here, is enjoying her little initial quest.
Is that Garlor over here? Garlor? Oh, fetching Vic!
He doesn't quite look so lively anymore. Galor's eyes are vacant. He's oblivious to the world. Yeah, I've seen people walking around LA that look like this guy.
He's gone. Soul-shriven. I've read accounts of this happening, but I've never seen it myself. This ravaged body is all that's left of Galor. His soul, gone somewhere far worse. This is what will happen to the others. To my little brother.
Only if we fail.
Right. You're right. This isn't the time to lose it. There's still hope for the others. Galor couldn't have wandered far like this. There must be another ritual site nearby. Let's go.
Okay, let's see. Hello, hello. Whoops. Is there someone else here? Since I get bonus XP for kills based on the XP gear that I'm wearing, I'm a little bit more motivated to basically just mow down everything we find rather than trying to avoid it. Although, let's see, where are we headed to? Ah, this way. At least I think it's this way. It's probably not the right way. Oh, there we go. I see a grapple point beyond. Okay, I must have missed it when I went by there. I didn't see the grapple point earlier.
This is it! And they've got Dijos!
Alright. So, level 6. I get a Crown Experience scroll, and we can choose some more abilities. Let's see, what would be good? Actually, I can think of something. Blast bones. Oh, I love blast bones. Blast bones is, think of it as artillery. So you summon a skeleton who runs up to your enemy and explodes. Think of it kind of like Ahmed from the Jeff Dunham shows.
Keep meddling, Miri, and I'll make you watch your...
The ritual must have several focal points nearby. We need to find them if we hope to save Dejos. Barring that, we need to stop the ritual before it consumes her, like Galor.
Okay, let's see what we can do. There must be... Ah, there it is. I didn't notice the grapple point.
This focal point is finished, but it wasn't the only one by the look of it.
Oh, let's try out our blast bones. Go get them. It's kind of nice because, like I said, the blast bones allows you to hit them really hard from far away. It's basically like, well, feels like artillery.
It stopped feeding on their soul. Let's do the same to the rest.
So I usually like to use blast bones as my opener.
You're free! Come on!
You came back for me?
Alright, let's see how Dejos is doing here.
Thanks to you, there will be something left for the Hist when my time finally comes. But I did not expect the Dark Elf to stick her neck out for me.
Why not?
Dark Elves have not been kind to my Eggkin, and I have not been kind to theirs in turn. I see I judged her too harshly. I should apologize to her and her brother, if he still lives. He was taken prisoner by Zagira, personally.
Do you know where she took him?
To the heart of the vault, she said. Further down this path. Where it leads, I cannot say. I don't even recognize this place anymore. I only know it dries my scales worse than Ebonheart.
Guess we'll find out.
We managed to save her. I don't know if that'll improve her opinion of me. Well, my kind. But I'm glad. I wouldn't wish what happened to poor Galor on anyone.
We've accounted for everyone but your brother.
Liam. Hang in there, little brother. We'll find you. We seem to be getting close to the heart of the cult's plot. Other than the ruins, the terrain here is unrecognizable from where we came from. I'd wager that's where we'll find him. And Zagira.
You want to go after her too?
No, I don't care about that hooded viper. I just want my little brother back. But if she stands in our way, I'll gladly kick her fetching ass back to oblivion. Come on, Liam needs me.
Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, here's another opportunity. I'm always looking for something that I can use my blast bones on. You'll notice that this particular skill is considered a criminal act, so if I do it anywhere around a town, I will end up with a bounty. It's not something you do in polite company.
Zagira! Give Liam back, and maybe I won't fetch and kill you! to remove that barrier. That switch might have something to do with it.
Oh, there's a grapple point. Okay, so apparently we have a few switches.
That switch locked us out. We aren't getting that gate open by force, but I bet that mechanism plays some part in getting it open.
Any thoughts on what to do?
I think that mechanism must be connected to the gate, but that can't be the only thing stopping us, or Zagira wouldn't be so confident. We should look around. There might be more of these Daedric objects involved in the barrier.
Okay, well, here I will try this one. Yoink. So that's one. That's two. And let's see. Oh, here's a grapple point. Okay, all the bad guys have been dispatched. So, let's see. We'll go over here to the third and final switch. Does it do the trick?
I think that did it! The gate's unsealed! Let's find Liam.
Okay, Mary.
The barrier is down. Let's get through that gate and save Liam!
Many of the NPCs have hidden dialogue that it does not prompt you that you have to speak to them, but if you do, you'll hear a lot of voice acting and lines that otherwise you might miss. So I'm going to try to talk to the NPCs whenever possible, just to see whether or not we discover any of that
Zagira,
dialogue.
if you think a little lava is going to stop me, you've got another thing coming.
Whoops. Oh, got a little bit of a hot foot there. Okay, so much for her.
This is it! We're going to save Liam and stop Zagira's plot here and now. Let's find the ritual's focal points and weaken it so we can set him free.
You think we have time for that?
I don't know. He's my little brother. I have to try. If it comes to it. End the ritual prematurely. I'd rather send Liam into the arms of Mother Morrowind than let Oblivion have him. Just try. Please.
I'll do what I can. Alright, let's see. Well, I see 2 focus crystals, and then of course there's the one in the center, so here. Let's go over to the right first. No particular reason, just being arbitrary.
They've lightened their burden a bit, but it might not be enough. Look for other focal crystals. Another one down. Did you see any others?
Well, of course there's one up here. And there's the grapple point.
Liam! Oh, thank feck. I'll get you out of here.
I thought I'd never see you again.
Okay, it looks like Liam is free.
You can inform your worthless legates that we stopped the cultists. No thanks to you.
Just be grateful your little dispute didn't land you afoul of the law. Cease your meddlesome trespassing while you're ahead, and get a real job.
My little brother is safe, and that backstabbing viper Zagira's plans are in shambles. Oh, I almost wish I could see what Dagon does to her for her failure, but my imagination's probably better than his anyway.
Alright, what next?
We leave this useless swit to his report and count to Zora's lucky stars. My little brother is alive and well, thanks to you. That's more than I could ask. We owe you. If you ever need anything, and I mean anything, you can count on me.
Anything, huh? Well, we'll leave that for another stream.
I should get word that we're safe to our parents as soon as possible. I hope to see you again soon. And Liam, straight to Leowin, you hear?
I just want a moment to catch my breath and thank your friendship, Mother.
Alright, well, let's have a chat with Liam then.
Thought I was finished there. Miri, too. I was praying to the three that she wasn't going to share my fate. Someone was listening, because you're a real godsend.
Well, happy to be of service. Alright, let's see about distributing those points. Now, for these first few levels, they will go quickly, but then later on it takes longer and longer and longer to level up. But the first few are nice and fun. Okay, let's go ahead and we will morph our skull into the Ricochet skull. Now this one I kind of like because the skull will ping pong back and forth between targets, and so you can whack multiple bad guys with it. Oh, and you know what? I realized there's one thing that I forgot. We created this new character, but we haven't chosen any champion points for her. So let's go ahead and do that. So she got through her initial little adventures there without using them, but these will come in handy. So I'm going to add additional magicka to her for each stage. And here, let's see. Some more critical damage. More weapon and staff, well, and spell damage. She's going to use her spells and her weapon quite a bit. Yeah, and I have to add this one to the champion bar in order to activate it. But these don't have to be. More max magicka per stage. So she's really going to be magicka focused. Let's see. Now this is a fun one. So we get, whenever you kill an enemy under a status effect, they violently explode for 2,000 oblivion damage per stage to all other enemies in a 4-meter radius. So I make people go boom. Fluffy is going to make a mess as she journeys throughout the world. Okay, so here's more magicka, stamina, recovery per stage. So we'll go ahead and we'll max that out. That also has to be added to the champion bar in order to activate it. And here, let's see, what else is there? I guess she'll be doing a lot of running, so we'll decrease the cost of sprint for her. Yeah, this is one of the new ones that they added and I haven't looked at before. Oh, but I have to do this base one first. Increase movement speed when sprinting. Yeah, she'll be doing a lot of sprinting, so might as well. And increase movement speed. And this is also a champion bar item to activate, but that one is not. Oh, more health and magicka recovery. Whoops, and unfortunately we can only get 3, so my next 20 points will dump into here. So again, onto the champion bar to activate. And then let's see, we have a few goodies here. I like increasing my out-of-combat movement speed so that she can get around more easily. And that's also a champion bar item. We're going to reduce the cost of fall damage. This might actually come in handy. If I have to resurrect myself or someone else, we get an opportunity not to consume a soul shard. Reducing the cost of way shrines doesn't seem that useful to me. Here, reduce the radius at which she can be detected. That way she can be extra sneaky. And I'll just go ahead and confirm what we have. So I didn't spend all the points, so I'll hold some for when we get more of different things. But this way, she has a whole bunch of bonuses. Something else that we also need to see about getting her is a Mundus Stone. So here, let's see. Oh, but looking at the timer, this is actually a good spot to end this video. So, join me next time here on Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming channel, where we'll have more fun with Fluffy's journey as she goes through all the PvE story of Elder Scrolls Online. I plan to see it all, one way or another. It's quite a commitment to play through even just all the base game stories, plus all the optional ones, before going on to all the chapters and DLCs. But I'd like to see it all, so that's what this series will be about. And I look forward to having you join me next time. See you then.